Hello and welcome to your $1,400 stimulus check and stimulus package update. So we're going to talk about where we sit with the current stimulus bill, what exactly the timeline update is there. We're going to talk about how this stimulus bill will actually be passed even more smooth than we thought through the Senate. And we're going to do a Paycheck Protection update just to discuss quickly where exactly we stand. And we're going to do this all as quickly as possible. That way you can get what you need and get on with your day. So the number 2 Senate Democrat, Dick Durbin, has said there's now a smoother path than ever. Smooth as butter. You know, we're trying to churn that economic butter. This path is now as smooth as butter for the passage of the next stimulus bill in the Senate and ultimately into law. It's going to go to the Senate, back to the House, and then signed into law by President Biden. Biden has met with a group of Democratic senators today to button down key details on the next stimulus bill and kind of iron out certain things and maybe verbiage, terminology that they want either in or out of the bill. We're closer than ever to the passage of this bill. I know I've been floating around the 90% number, and I think that is just creeping up little by little, 90%, 91% odds to the passage of this stimulus bill. And this is because up until the recent past, there was a fight to get minimum wage in the next stimulus bill. And this was set to bog things down. I know I've mentioned it tons of times on this channel. It's set to bog things down because of the difficulty to pass a budget reconciliation bill and how each item in that bill needs to have a significant impact on the budget, and how a few moderate Democrats just simply did not like the inclusion of the $15 minimum wage in the stimulus bill. And in order to get that bill passed in the Senate, they need every single Democratic senator's support to get it passed. Even one vote against the bill by a Democratic senator means this thing's null and void. So now the bill has been passed in the House and it includes minimum wage. However, that is not going to pass the exact same through the Senate. This is because the Senate parliamentarian has already said, this isn't going to be part of the stimulus bill. So at the very least, that's going to be taken out of the bill and then sent back to the House. Now, Senator Durbin feels that this exclusion of the minimum wage in the Senate stimulus bill will make things much, much more smooth. And that's the exciting thing about getting this passed. Now, here are the next steps that we can expect here. So we're going to see the next bill on the Senate floor as early as Wednesday. This will be placed on the floor by Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, but that bill will include changes. It will absolutely include a change in that minimum wage aspect. Now, we have seen some proposals that could include some form of minimum wage pressure, like tax credits or tax consequences for not doing the minimum wage, but likely that won't be included in the bill. We might also see some minor changes, but we won't likely see any major changes, like stimulus checks aren't going to just be taken out of this bill. And then after that has gone on the Senate floor, there's going to be 20 hours of debate in the Senate. Seriously, 20 hours of debate on this stimulus bill. It's going to be broadcasted live on C-SPAN. Now, I don't know if I'm going to live stream that whole thing, but I'll sure give you the highlights of it. And then that will be followed by the Senate's very own Voterama. If you remember, the House just a few weeks ago had their Voterama, and that lasted until early in the morning, like 5 a.m. They did this Voterama, which is basically they sit back and they propose all sorts of amendments. I think something like 800 amendments were proposed in the House. They vote on it. It's non-binding amendments, but it just goes on and on and on for hours. And we could see that Senate Voterama go on a similar length where we have 20 hours of debate and then an extremely long Voterama, just this chaotic, caffeine-fueled, economic butter churning event. And in that Voterama, we'll see many amendments offered, and some might actually happen. In the House session, we saw certain amendments actually get passed, like the income limits for the stimulus check slightly pared down on the income cliff. So now, it cuts off at $100,000 for individuals, $200,000 for couples. Now for a Paycheck Protection update, because I know a lot of you are anxiously waiting for this. Unfortunately, we're not really in a different situation than we were last week. We're just kind of sitting ducks waiting. What we do know is that gross income calculation will change. It will go from net income to gross income. We just don't know what day this will happen. A lot of people were saying March 1st. I said all along, there is no official guidance that it is March 1st. We know it's sometime in March, but we just simply don't know yet, and we still don't know. So we're kind of sitting ducks right now. I have seen some comments from people in the know that say we will likely be able to do recalculations if you already received a PPP loan based on your net income, and then you will be able to adjust that to gross income. Of course, that's not set in stone yet either, but I've heard it said that will be a likely change. So I will keep you updated as soon as I can find anything on this. I just want to let you know that I'm still a sitting duck. You're still a sitting duck. That's just our only option. At least we're both sitting ducks together. I'll keep you posted as soon as I can find anything out. So I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.